A couple weeks ago, I found myself on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere land, Montana. No cell phone signal, no distractions. Just me, my thoughts, and one question that hit harder than I expected. Do I want to make this YouTube channel a major part of my life going forward? I'd already hit the goal I set back on January 1st, and that's what created this tension in my mind. Because deep down, I knew the answer. I knew I needed to evolve, to elevate, and that next level goals demand a higher level of energy and focus and sacrifice. And in that quiet moment, looking out over the beautiful Bighorn River, some truths came rushing in. Not the motivational things, but real tested success principles I've used and seen work on others. Skills that separate the ones who want success from the ones who actually achieve it. Starting with, stop tolerating less than you're worth. Eventually, all of us have to take an inventory of our life, our work, our relationships, our health, and ask, why am I still putting up with this? Because you don't get what you deserve, you get what you tolerate. And most people, they tolerate far less than they're worth. They stay in jobs where they're undervalued. They hang on to friendships that drain them. They stay in relationships where their needs are ignored. Not because they want to, but because they've convinced themselves that everything's fine. At least I have a job. At least I'm not alone. At least I'm doing better than so-and-so. But that voice in your head, that's not intuition, it's fear. And fear is the biggest destroyer of potential. Like Bruce Lee said, it will always try to get you to contract instead of expand, to settle instead of stretch. But here's the truth. The world mirrors how you show up. If you keep accepting the bare minimum, then don't be shocked when that's all you get. Raising your standards isn't about being arrogant. It's about alignment. It's saying, I refuse to live a life that doesn't reflect who I really am and what I know I'm worth. And yes, people will push back. They'll have opinions. It'll feel uncomfortable. But that discomfort, that's the cost of building self-respect. When you stop tolerating less, your whole life starts to shift. You'll make faster decisions. You'll walk away quicker. You'll stop explaining yourself to people who were never really vested in you anyway. And the best part, you create space for the right things to come in. See, no one is coming to rescue you. You have to decide that doing fine isn't enough, that you're done wasting your potential keeping other people happy. Because the life you're meant to live, it's not found in settling, it's found in standards and knowing that you're worth way more than you may be thinking now. Which leads us to, don't get comfortable with complacency. This one really hit me hard in Montana because I'm at a place where I live a comfortable life. Yet, I teach people that complacency is the silent killer of potential. And like a hypocrite, I felt myself slipping into it. It's super subtle. You hit a goal and then start coasting. You taste a little success and pause to enjoy the moment instead of pushing forward with more momentum. That was me. And here's the truth I've learned building businesses over the last 2 decades. Great things never live in your comfort zone. And every time you slow down, someone else is speeding up. So, how do you fight complacency? Here are 4 things that actually work. Number 1, get hyper aware. Ask yourself, am I really growing or just maintaining? Am I executing or just scrolling? I'm working with a guy right now who does 10 push-ups every time he catches himself doom scrolling. It's a reminder that distractions are everywhere and awareness matters. Number 2, audit your routine. Write out your typical day. Circle what drives growth and cross out what doesn't. If your schedule's full but your life feels stalled out, complacency is hiding in plain sight. Number 3, set bigger goals. If your goals don't make you nervous to say out loud, they're too small. Condense the timeline. Bet on yourself. Make it public. Growth lives on the edge of discomfort. Go watch my last video. I publicly made a big goal that is going to push me in ways I've never experienced. And does it scare me? Absolutely. Number 4, upgrade your circle of influence. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, mentors, high performers, people who've already done it. If you're the most driven person in your group of friends, it might be time to level up your friends. Because success isn't a final destination, it's a moving target. And people are happiest when they're not just arriving, but becoming. Which brings us to care about how you show up. Last weekend, I'm at dinner and I watch a $100,000 truck pull into the restaurant parking lot. It looked brand new, perfectly washed, with the tires all glossed up and shiny. A guy gets out and he's really sloppy. Grungy t-shirt, old shoes, he's out of shape, poor posture, and he had grumpy face. Now, I'm not being rude here and I'm not judging the character of this guy, but it did make me wonder, why invest so much in the vehicle, but not the person who owns it? And I don't care what kind of car you drive or clothes you wear. I don't care if you shop at Nordstrom or JCPenney, but I do care how you show up. Because like it or not, you teach people how to treat you by how you present yourself. Before you speak a word, as you're walking into a restaurant, people are making decisions about you, your confidence, your standards, and your values and beliefs. So ask yourself, do I look like someone who's ready for opportunity? Do I present and speak and carry myself like someone that others would want to follow? When you dress with intention, speak well, stand tall, care about fitness, people respond to that. You will respond to that. See, this one thing everyone chases, charisma, it isn't a gift. It's a skill. It's built by showing up with clarity and energy and doing simple things like I talk about in the video, how to make people immediately like you. So, decide that you're going to show up for whatever opportunities are out there. Every time you leave your house, you're making a statement. And when you raise the standard on how you present yourself, the world will meet you there. Which leads me to, be an effective communicator. I've posted hours of content on this channel on the subject of communication. So go as deep as you'd like. If you want to influence, lead, inspire, or connect with others, you have to master communication. Over 90% of all success in life is based on effective communication. See, most people, they ramble, they sugarcoat, they talk in circles or don't get to the point, and then wonder why they're misunderstood or ignored or not respected. Powerful communicators say what they mean. They speak clearly. They don't over-explain or try to sound smarter than they are. By the way, if you can't explain your idea in one sentence, you don't understand it well enough. And business owners, if you can't explain what your business does in less than 3 sentences so that a 6th grader could understand, go to ChatGPT and have it put something together for you. And don't forget, people feel your energy before they hear your words, your tone, your posture, your presence. It all ties into charisma, and it speaks louder than the words you use. Great communicators use pauses. They learn inflection and stories. They speak with emotion, and they make people feel important. And when someone feels understood, they'll follow you, they'll buy from you, trust you, and they'll always have your back. So instead of binging on the newest series on Netflix, take the same amount of time and watch TED Talks, practice public speaking, or record yourself and watch it over and over to improve your communication skills. Which brings us to be resilient. I just made a video on this where I talk about this as one of the greatest skills you need to be successful. Because if you're not resilient, life will break you down. One rejection will throw you off. One hater will ruin your day. A failed launch and you'll convince yourself, maybe this isn't meant for me. But here's the truth. Every successful person you've ever admired kept going when it got hard. Resilience isn't about being unbreakable. It's about being willing to rebuild again and again and again without losing your passion. See, you have to get to a place where failure motivates you. Every delay, every rejection, every roadblock, it's all part of the process. If you're going through a tough time right now, it's not all bad. It means you're building something that matters, or you're going to come out of it so much stronger. See, resilience is forged in the trenches, and if you can hold the line when it's hard, you'll separate yourself from the majority of people in the world who give up way too early. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You have what it takes to be successful. So, here's your challenge. Don't just watch this video. I want you to live it. Take notes. Think about how it applies to your life. Raise your standards. Reject complacency. Show up like it matters. Communicate effectively. And when life pushes you, push back harder, because the people who win, they're not the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who refuse to stop. So whatever it is you're working on, whatever feels impossible right now, keep going. As always, thank you for watching. If there's someone in your life that needs to hear this, please forward the video. And I recommend you watch this one next.